Hello and welcome to Wise Words of Wisdom, IQ. Thomas Jefferson, the renowned founding father of the United States, left an indelible mark on the nation's history through his exceptional contributions. As the author of the Declaration of Independence, he not only laid the foundation for America's democratic principles, but also championed individual rights and liberty. Serving as the third president, Jefferson's tenure was marked by transformative decisions, such as the Louisiana Purchase, which effectively doubled the size of the country and expanded its western frontier. Thomas Jefferson's multifaceted impact on the United States resonates through his significant role in shaping the nation's core values, territorial expansion, and educational advancements. Today, we explore his wise words of wisdom. Evil triumphs when good men do nothing. Honesty is the first chapter in the Book of Wisdom. The purpose of government is to enable the people of a nation to live in safety and happiness. Government exists for the interests of the governed, not for the governors. A well-informed citizenry is the best defense against tyranny. The man who reads nothing at all is better educated than the man who reads nothing but newspapers. I never considered a difference of opinion in politics, in religion, in philosophy, as cause for withdrawing from a friend. To consider judges as the ultimate arbiters of all constitutional questions is a very dangerous doctrine indeed, and one which would place us under the despotism of an oligarchy. Experience hath shown that even under the best forms of government, those entrusted with power have in time, and by slow operations, perverted it into tyranny.
You are watching Wise Words of Wisdom, Inspirational Quotes, IQ, the Inspirational Quotes channel everyone goes to for their daily motivation and to learn from the most successful men and women in history. If you like today's video, give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing so you never miss a new episode. Today's sponsor is Bob Proctor and the Proctor Gallagher Institute. Discover the secret to having good luck from America's greatest prosperity teacher, Bob Proctor. 6 Minutes to Success is based on Bob's more than 50 years of research into what makes or keeps people from being successful. Get instant access to the free video right now. The link is in the description. Now let's get back to more great quotes.
Peace is that brief, glorious moment in history when everybody stands around reloading. The spirit of 1776 is not dead. It has only been slumbering. The body of the American people is substantially Republican, but their virtuous feelings have been played on by some fact with more fiction. They have been the dupes of artful maneuvers and made for a moment to be willing instruments in forging chains for themselves. But times and truth dissipated the delusion and opened their eyes. The tree of liberty must be refreshed from time to time with the blood of patriots and tyrants. The federal government is our servant, not our master. Our liberty depends on the freedom of the press, and that cannot be limited without being lost. In matters of style, swim with the current. In matters of principle, stand like a rock. Rebellion to tyranny is obedience to God. little rebellion, now and then, is a medicine necessary for the sound health of a government. What country can preserve its liberties if its rulers are not warned from time to time that their people preserve the spirit of resistance? Let them take arms. The cornerstone of democracy rests on the foundation of an educated electorate. I believe that banking institutions are more dangerous to our liberties than standing armies. Difference of opinion leads to inquiry, and inquiry to the truth. No government should be without critics. If its intentions are good, then it has nothing to fear from criticism. The issue today is the same as it has been throughout all history, whether man shall be allowed to govern himself or be ruled by a small elite. When tyranny becomes law, rebellion becomes duty. There is no justification for taking away individuals' freedom in the guise of public safety. When the people are afraid of the government, that's tyranny. But when the government is afraid of the people, that's liberty. A true patriot will defend his country from its government. When you abandon freedom to achieve security, you lose both and deserve neither. The end of democracy and the defeat of the American Revolution will occur when government falls into the hands of lending institutions and moneyed-in corporations. A private central bank issuing the public currency is a greater menace to the liberties of the people than a standing army. We must not let our rulers load us with perpetual debt. To learn, you have to listen. To improve, you have to try. Whenever any form of government becomes destructive of these ends, life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, it is the right of the people to alter or abolish it, and to institute new government. The press is impotent when it abandons itself to falsehood. The greatest calamity which could befall us would be submission to a government of unlimited powers. No generation has a right to contract debts greater than can be paid off during the course of its own existence. The worst day in a man's life is when he sits down and begins thinking about how he can get something for nothing. Free men do not ask permission to bear arms. I prefer dangerous freedom over peaceful slavery. The course of history shows that as a government grows, liberty decreases.